All right, you guys, so check this out. So I'll give you guys a little update. What's taking place? How you doing? Yep.
Handing out money?
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm here to see Santa.
I don't know where he's at right now.
Well, I'll look for him.
Okay, I haven't seen him since I've been here.
So you streaming now?
I am. Okay. Yes, you're welcome. Good seeing you. So, I'll give you guys a little update with me on what's going on. Good afternoon, everybody. So that is one convoy that just came in. So let me back up. My allergies are kicking my tail. My allergies are tearing me up. I should go over and park on the back side of or sit on the fire truck. How about that? D, are you guys going to be moving? All right, go ahead. I want to sit on the back of it and talk. So, my allergies are tearing me up. I didn't expect it, so I didn't take my little nasal stuff this morning. Should be another convoy, or I'll tell you what was going on. So this morning Santa had this, you guys saw the stream last night, Santa having a Q&A basically with us live streamers. Off air, I believe at the end of it, Joe, first responder, said that he was taking off Tuesday. He's gone today. But he was going to be taking Tuesday off. All right, D's done. I'm going to sit back here and talk to you guys. And I'll turn the picture towards me, the camera. Just in case another one comes in here, I'll have it ready. What's up? All right, cool. You guys can see my swollen eyes. No, yeah, my eyes are it's been my eyes days. I haven't had my eyes affect me in a long time. A little bit of my nose, but it's because of my eyes. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing this a lot. Hope you guys don't mind. Share this out. You guys share it out. Copy, paste, share, let the trolls see, whatever. If you guys would like to help, you can go to onamericanstreets.com/donate. I didn't pin my stuff on YouTube yet or Facebook, so let me do that real quick. Let me pin that stuff real quick. I can't do super chats on this YouTube channel, but you can go to onamericanstreets.com/donate to contribute, to help out, continue bringing stuff to you guys. in regards to the footage I bring to you guys, for me personally, for myself, and I was telling my moms this earlier, I don't want to personally, for me, just bring you guys stuff. I want to have content myself. And just being honest right now, just being honest, I don't know how far you have to walk.
Are they almost here?
All right, everything's pinned. Just to be honest, last night they had a meeting. This morning there was a short meeting that was late this morning. Got here, I knew what they were going to do. They're going to do 2 different like little convoys. I mean, obviously there's not much of a convoy left. I mean, just being honest. That's part of what I got to do, right? I have to be honest in regards to what I'm reporting, what I'm showing. We've seen over the days, over the last week, that there has been no more people showing up here. There's been no more people really showing. No, I'm good. There's been no more people really showing up more. There's no more trucks that have shown up over the past week. Not new people. Okay. Some people have left. And this isn't, I'm not saying all this stuff to discourage you guys. This is not what I'm doing. I'm just reporting and sharing stuff with you. Everything Santa says is true. Everything Santa's wanting to do is true. The encouragement that he puts out there is true. I do sound miserable. It's true, everything that he says. The rebuilding, all that stuff is true. Everything is true. You know, a lot of stuff happened last Friday that split that whole ended the people's convoy. People were upset. People came who wanted to actually participate in a protest. They were upset, right? And so people kind of came up under Santa. Love the dude. The dude's spot on. So we've gone to several different parking lots now at this point, right? Several different parking lots. We've been at this parking lot now for 3 days. It's an empty parking lot. With some bikers. I don't want to like discourage people not to come. A lot of people are wanting dates. A lot of people are wanting dates.
That back box is open, look.
What's up?
It's back one right here.
What do you mean? Oh, yep. Yep. A lot of people, you know, a lot of people are wanting dates, you guys. People want to do something. People want to do. A lot of people want to protest. A lot of people want to protest. Joe last night when he got off, he told Santa and us that he was departing on Tuesday. That he was leaving Tuesday. So today he went to chill for the day. I think he's going to be gone tomorrow or come back. He's going to come back Saturday because there is a rally here on Saturday. And then Sunday we plan on doing the Rolling Thunder. And I think he's going to depart on Tuesday or start to head back on Tuesday. WYSIWYG isn't much streaming either. So here's the thing, and just being honest with you guys. One of the main reasons why I haven't streamed today because I don't want to milk it. there's really not much to report on. There's not much news to share. There's, they went around town today. I could have just stayed on and I guess streamed that, but there wasn't much going on. Two different groups went to two different towns to pass out flyers for the rally that is on Saturday. That's what happened today. Two different groups went two different places to pass out flyers for the rally this coming Saturday. Nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's great. But as I've been saying for a long time, people have been saying for a long time, there needs to be numbers. Because you have a rally this coming Saturday, right? And I saw someone mention this in my comments last night. And it's not negative, it's just facts from what I've seen across America, from what I've experienced. You have a rally this coming Saturday. People will show up to the rally, and after the rally, then what? Are they going to come back the next day? Probably not. And June, I'm fine with being a downer. You can call me a downer all you want, but I'm going to report the facts. Where are the streamers at? I'm not going to just stream myself personally. I'm not just going to stream just to stream. I want to show content. I want to bring you guys stuff, information, news. Sitting around for me, it isn't news. Or going to pass out flyers for a rally isn't news. That's just everyday life. That's everyday life. Some people like to see it, which is fine. I'm not knocking that at all. I'm just saying, for me personally, I'm not going to go just stream people passing out flyers and promoting something. Now, when it comes to, if there was stuff going on, like actually going on, like yesterday, people went into DC, went through DC, that was something new and something different. I'm not going to stream it. I'm not going to stream that. Come Saturday for the rally, I'll stream it. There'll be something going on. There'll be news to report. Right now, there isn't. If there's something tomorrow, I'll stream it. Perhaps Santa's meeting tonight, if he talks, I'll stream that. But we got a parking lot that has about 15 cars in it, I'm not going to stream it. So Karen, where's your faith? See, everybody who wants to talk on here, again, I've been saying for 2 years, come out, show up. So where's your faith? Everybody who wants to talk, which is fine, you have your freedom of speech to say what you want. But again, if you're going to talk and say stuff, then you need to show up. And I get it. There's no date set, and nobody wants to sit around. Nobody wants to do that. And it is a building stage. Maybe, maybe not. People have their opinions and their views on that. People have their opinions on the building up. Some people say, no, just go protest. Some people say you got to build up. Some people say you need money. Some people say you don't need money. Whatever it is, I'm reporting the facts. I'm reporting the truth of it. So, if you're going to say a bunch of stuff that I'm being negative or where's your faith, well, then you get here. Let's see your faith. Let's see you walk away from a job. Let's see you do this. Let's see you walk away from a home, give up a home like some of these other people have. Until you do that, don't talk about the faith, because the faith is just words until you actually apply it to your life. Right? The faith is just words until you apply it to your life. I've proven that I've had faith. I've proven that I've had faith. I've been out at everything. I'm still here, but you also have to be realistic. You have to be realistic, and I'm going to report the news. I'm going to report the truth. I mean, here, I'll help show you guys. There's one truck. Okay, there's a parking lot. Okay, what am I lying about? What about my faith? I'm just reporting the facts. Okay, it's not about the truth. I'm just reporting the facts. This is what's going on right now. Okay? This is what's going on right now. It's not about faith. Okay? Now, if it's about faith, and everybody's saying this, then people are going to say when it's time, when Santa, if this is still happening, if people haven't left by a particular, date, right? Whenever they choose to release the date that they're going to do a protest, if people haven't left by then, because we still don't know when that date is. So whenever he chooses, at whatever date he chooses, or they choose, whoever it is, decides to release a date of when they will protest, is there going to be more people here or less? Okay? Because you still don't know that date, neither do I. Don't even know the date when that's going to be released, that, okay, there is a date to protest. So in between that time, you have a parking lot that people are camping at. Are more people going to show up to do that? Are more people going to show up to this parking lot to camp? There's food, there's showers, people sleeping arrangements. It's concrete, so you have your vehicles to sleep in, or are you going to pay for a hotel? And then come every morning and be involved. Again, I'm reporting the news. There's nothing wrong with that, but a lot of you guys are saying go in. But a lot of you guys who are saying go protest, you better show up. Don't just say it if you're not going to do it. Because other than that, you have your freedom of speech to say what you want, but at the same time, back up what you're saying and do it. Get involved. But coming from my point of view, what I'm saying in regards to streaming, I'm not, for me, going to stream every day of no news, of just to do it, and some of you guys may like it, but what I like to bring you guys as far as content and stuff like that, it's not much content. Plus the trolls like to get a hold of it. The left likes to try to get a hold of it, and then they laugh in our faces. So I don't want to give the left that type of ammo. I don't care if people talk about me. I don't care the things that people say about me. But when it's a movement and it's for our country, and we have yet to rise to the occasion, I don't want to continue to give trolls or the left any sort of ammo like they do. I don't want to give them any sort of stuff to say, oh, well, look, you guys have an empty parking lot, like I just did. I just did it, right? I just showed the trolls and you guys, oh, look, our parking lot's empty. Again, I'm reporting the news. I'm going to say the whole truth. So that's why I'm choosing not to live stream just some of the stuff, because they're going to use it. So why should I continue to give them power and any kind of leverage? No, and you know what? I do listen to you guys. I do like to just hanging around, talking, showing you guys stuff. But when it comes to this in particular, when it comes to trying to build this movement that they're trying to build and get people here, showing an empty parking lot isn't helping to get people here. It hasn't helped one person yet to get here. It hasn't helped with 300 people showing up. It just hasn't. It hasn't. That's just being honest. Because if it did, people would be here, right? If it helped, people would be here. People say, well, go to DC. If you go to DC, it will help. People will come out. I believe in that more than I believe showing people sitting around just kind of talking. It's nothing to report. It's nothing to show. So even a smaller convoy going to pass out flyers wherever it's at isn't much to show unless something actually is taking place and happening. And it's not I'm not knocking anybody who likes it, anybody who doesn't. I'm just, again, I'm talking about for me. That's what I'm talking about. Because, like I said, it's not helping. I don't personally believe it's helping anything. Wallet bug, yeah, you know, the whole that comes into mind too. That comes into mind too. Is like if people have the money to do this for 2 weeks. There's a lot of factors involved, and you know, Santa, he's having to, you know, think about all that stuff, question everything, and all that. And then you got to keep in mind, the more I'm live streaming, and the more people I'm around saying stuff, the left use it. The left use it. They use all this stuff against us, and then honestly, we do end up looking like a bunch of idiots. Really, I mean, just being honest, we do. Nothing's really happening, you know, and they use it. They use it against us. I have medicine at home, you guys. I'm good. It's just I didn't expect this today, so that's why I didn't take my medicine. I didn't expect this, and then the wind's been blowing, whatever stuff it's been blowing. It is what it is. I'll be fine. Thank you, though. You know, and I could stay on for it. I mean, it does. It helps my algorithms. It helps the viewers. It helps. You know, I could say a lot of it's for me. If I just stay on for hours and hours, I could say a lot of it's just for me. And honestly, to be honest with you guys, I can't talk all day long. I can't talk and just report, and I can't do that. I like my breaks. I like to process. I like to think about things. I like to do that. I can't just I couldn't just do this here. I couldn't just do this all day and just sit here and let you guys do that and just watch the cars. What's up?
Hey.
I personally couldn't do that.
Where'd you go? I need my phone.
The last I saw him, he was up there,
Oh, okay.
like in a truck, but that was like 15 minutes ago. I couldn't do that. Good question, Vicky, over on Facebook. Here's the thing. I don't have the answers to that. Vicky on Facebook says, so when do we come if we only have a week? I don't know. I don't know when the date is. We tried to get it out of Santa last night. He said he'll let us know. The date that he's going to release, don't know. I don't know what date he's going to say, okay, you guys, for the world or for you guys, on this date, we're going to protest. I don't even know the date when he's going to say that. So I can't say much. So now tonight I may record his nighttime meeting. I don't know. Maybe it's just something that needs to be here. Something that needs to just be here for just the people who are here. Truck going by honking. Maybe that just needs to be for here. I don't know. You know, I do know that I'm going to be here through the weekend into next week. For me personally, I think this weekend is going to stay a lot. I don't know if it's going to stay a lot. See, I mean, I want to say it's going to stay a lot. Oh, it depends on how many people are going to come to the rally. I know how rallies work. And Santa has done a good job. He's very motivated. He's determined. He wants to do it. But it's not up to Santa. It's not up to Santa. It's up to the American people. It's up to you guys. And I'm not necessarily saying you guys who are watching, because a lot of you guys can't do it. It's up to the American people to do something, to show up. It's not up to Santa. Just because he's like the face, it don't mean it's up to him. So I'll be here for Rolling Thunder over the weekend, and I'll probably decide what's going to happen going forward based off this. Because, like, for me, I don't personally want to sit around and just sit myself. Like going into DC yesterday, that was good. That was exciting. That was something new, right? But trying to find things to do, and just sitting, that's not news, you guys. It's not news. It's not stuff I want. It's not stuff I want to bring content to you guys. That's not content. I mean, seriously, people need to. People need to. I was talking to someone today, and I've said it before to you guys. We're at a place that we are still not mad. We are still not upset what's taking place in our culture, in our society, and the government. It hasn't affected us yet. We're not at a place where it affects us. And you know what? Colleen Jones on Facebook, you are exactly right. Without this, without live streamers, it will be over. So now let me ask this, because I completely agree with you. With live streamers, has it grown? So we say that without live streamers here, without us here showing you guys this, it's over. I agree. But with live streamers here, has it grown? We just came all across America from West Coast to back to here to Hagerstown, and now here, has it grown? Has it helped from live streamers streaming it? You guys get to see it. Yay, right on. Come out, support, show live streamers some love. Thank you very much, and the blessings and the help to continue to do it. But has it made the momentum grow? I would personally say no, because people are aware, but most people, including some of you guys, can only say that you guys can only help these type of ways, which is a blessing. But what we really need are people. We need numbers. They need numbers. And I've said that. I mean, honestly, for me, I'd rather see 1 million people than some other things. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking that away, but I'm saying that's what we really need. That's what we really need. So with the live streamers, we don't get to see this. But with the live streamers, nobody has came. And then it goes back to, well, you need money. We need this, we need that. I personally don't think it takes a lot of money. I don't really think it takes a lot of money to say, okay, you've had enough. For instance, let me give you this scenario. Roe versus Wade. The information was leaked out, right? A couple weeks ago. Did it take money for people to show up to the Supreme Court that night? Has it took money for them to go stand outside of the justices' houses? It don't take money to do that. It don't take money to do that. Because there's enough resources that are probably already here to start. And if more people actually showed up, like, let's just say this Saturday. Let's say this Saturday, and it's bad timing, obviously, because of the Rolling Thunder thing. But let's say the people here who come Saturday, if there is 1,000 people that come, let's just say, and that's a low number. That's very low. Yes, you can fly your Trump flags. I'll say that. That's the most stupidest thing. Let's just say 1,000 people came Saturday, right? And they're like, okay, we're going to stay here for the weekend, and then on Monday or Tuesday, we decide to protest. But the problem is, the 1,000 people that come Saturday for this rally are not going to probably stay over the weekend. But if there was 1,000 people, there'd be enough resources to probably maintain.
Bearing gifts.
Maintain. Hello, you guys. How are you doing?
Sorry, I know you were
No,
talking.
it's all right. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Oh, look at that, you guys. I got loaded up. This will help my allergies today, I promise you.
Josh said you're gonna eat 3 of those before you get
Probably, and then I'll go to the gym and work out.
That's what I told him. I was like, hey, how's he going to maintain eating all that? And he's like, oh, it's that black food.
Genetics. I go and, pump some iron and run a little bit and sweat it all out. So how you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Good.
To come say hi.
Yep.
Glad to be here.
Good.
Yeah.
You guys going to stay for a while?
We're going to be here for 6 days.
6 days.
All right. Hopefully we can get something
And
happen.
then when 4th of July comes,
Yeah.
we're going to be back.
Okay. Awesome.
Got to. It's a birthday.
Yes. I've never been here for 4th of July in DC.
It's
so.
amazing.
Is it?
It actually really is.
Okay.
I used to live there.
Yeah.
It is, to see the military and what they do at the different things is actually.
Oh, really? Does they do some ceremonies and
Well,
stuff
like
like
the
that?
silent drill team.
Nice.
Something they used to do it at Iwo Jima,
Yeah.
and it's actually pretty incredible
Okay.
to watch them do their thing.
I might have to do that.
I've actually never been to DC.
Oh, really?
He used to live there, but
Okay,
I never been there.
I didn't mind it. I liked it because we had family that lived out of state, and when they came,
Right.
they weren't in the house. They
Yeah.
would go to DC
Yeah,
and go
yeah.
to all the monuments and
Yeah.
museums.
All
They
that
stay
stuff.
busy. They didn't just.
I want to go to the World War II. Is it World War II Museum? Is that
Or the Vietnam?
Vietnam? Yeah, I want to go there.
I liked that last place that you and Josh went to. It was just a one street, and you went into that little.
Oh yeah,
museum.
down here, Winchester.
Yes, that was cool.
That was cool. Yeah, that
I
was.
really liked that because I decorate my house primitive.
Right.
So it's all 1800s old
Old stuff. Yeah. Nice.
Hardwood.
Yep.
So I was excited when you guys went in
Yeah,
there.
that was cool. That was a nice little stop.
I want to get
Oh.
a Kentucky long rifle.
I know.
And I kept
We're going
looking.
4
but
foot.
scared. Yeah, and they're so expensive. They're so hard to find.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to load you up with some
Yeah.
I'm good. It's a little snacks, man. Trust me, I'm good.
You got to have some.
I do. Gotta have my chocolate, man.
Got Josh's cigar.
Yeah.
He said.
Appreciate you guys.
Hey, I'm glad to
Thank
see
you.
you that you haven't left.
No, not yet. Not yet. Thank
I'm
you.
very happy to see you.
All right, you too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can't go wrong with these. If they melt, what's good about these? If they melt, they stay in the package, so you can just freeze them and stay in shape. So those couple, they're staying for a week. Awesome. We need more people to do that, and I guarantee if that happened, the date or timing of stuff would probably change. If people actually showed up here and said, okay, we're willing to do this for a week to stay here, I guarantee that could be the beginning of something. It could be the beginning of something, and Santa or whoever might say, okay, we're going to go to protest. And then from there, I guarantee more people would show up. There were some testimonies I heard from a cop via another person who actually had the encounter with the cop. I'm not going to say the information, but it was something pretty big. I'll just say this. You guys, I've talked about police walking away from their jobs. It was something like that. Locally. So that's where I'm at. They found me. They must have been watching my live stream, so they found me over here because I'm kind of like away from everybody right now. Goodness, my allergies. I'm trying not to rub my eyes, but it's funny because when I get in the car, I'm fine. If I stop rubbing my eyes, it's the wind out here. I don't know what it is. It hasn't affected me no other time. So, so that's that. We'll see. I'm not discouraged. I'm used to this. So this here, what I'm seeing, it don't discourage me. This stuff should have happened from get-go. And again, there is so much stuff out there with the talk of leaders and a guy that I even interviewed. So the reason why I'm not on YouTube, the reason why I got suspended on YouTube, because I interviewed a guy by the name of Jeremy, what's his face? Jeremy Raywalt or something like that. That before the People's Convoy even started. Before even Brian Brazzi was a name. Yeah, Jeremy Raywalt, truck driver. And there was a video came out last night where another trucker was mentioning him. His Jeremy Raywalt did this whole Stop the Tires 2020 in DC. 2020, not 2020, in DC. But there's so much stuff with all the organizers and the truckers. So much beef and it's hard to even know what the truth is. It's hard to even know what the exact truth is because there's so much. One person says one thing, another person says one thing, this trucker says one thing, this organizer says another thing. You really can't decipher between what the truth is. You know, and so you gotta stay, you know, honestly, you just stay cool with all of them. Because it's like who's legit? Who's really legit? And most people just go off their favorite trucker or their favorite organizer, if you want to say. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously this weekend will be good with the Rolling Thunder. You know, Josh and I will be covering that. We'll be covering that. That'll be good. A good event. And again, Santa's doing an amazing job. Santa is doing an amazing job. But see, again, the lip service of the right, the lip service of the patriots. Everybody has their opinions. Everybody wants to be involved. Everybody has something to say, but nobody wants to put their feet on the ground. Nobody is willing to count the cost. And it's like I've been saying for the past several days. Jesus even said to count the cost. If you're going to follow me, you're going to be hated. You know, we always want to worry about little names here and there, what someone says about me, or this name that's said, or I don't want to be labeled this, or be attached to this. We sound like the left who wants to censor us because we said something wrong. Oh, don't say that. That might hurt their feelings, or don't say this is going to hurt my feelings, or this. Who cares? Who cares? If you don't know who you are as a person, it shows how weak you are. If you don't know who you are, and if you're going to let some other names or what the government or what this person says about you, it shows you how weak you are. It shows how weak you are. Who cares of what someone says about me? I don't care. It don't affect me. True or untrue, it don't affect me. I keep pushing forward. I get through it. Oh well, because each day is a new day. That an hour ago was an hour ago. A minute ago was a minute ago. Who cares? You can't do nothing about that. You can't do nothing about what they're saying about you. I'm not going to try to prove them wrong. It's the government. Let the person think. If they don't like you, they don't like you. If they think you're this, they think you're that. Who cares? There's some things you take and you examine and you look at things and you go to the Lord and say, okay, well, fix me on this, God. This may be true. Maybe it's not true. I'm not going to boo-hoo about it, but most of us, we boo-hoo about the things. We take up the left side when it comes to the talking points about, you know, all these sorts of things that the left wants us to be. Oh, you got to be this way. You got to talk this way. Don't say that. Don't do that. Really? Jesus said some of the harshest things to people, you guys. Jesus said some of the meanest and cruelest, harshest things to people. And yet we get butthurt because, oh, they're calling me this. Jesus said some cruel things, some mean, slanderous things. Did you know dog once upon a time wasn't even considered a household pet or a friend or a companion? And Jesus said, "You dogs." He called a human being dog. Jesus himself called another human being dog. Dog in those times were below dung. And if you don't know what dung is, look up the word dung. A dog was below their own dung. That's how low a dog was. Yet nowadays they're my pet. I'm gonna cry if the dog. We call each other dog for endearment. What's up, dog? Dog then, when Jesus called them a dog, that's calling someone a name. Snakes, foxes, vipers, those are all names that Jesus called people. He called human beings. Oh, well, they were the Pharisees. They were the religious leaders. They were still human beings, right? They were still humans. So if we can't count the cost, if we can't be strong and say, okay, well, they're saying, and show up, we're not ready to capture back or bring back our country, the morality in our country. How did you feel about what Santa said last night, that Republicans did nothing in the 2 years of Trump? I believe it. We haven't done nothing, you guys. Sounds like there's cars coming, other convoy. We haven't done nothing. Rallies don't do nothing. We've had rallies. So, with all fairness, even though we got to bring awareness to the community, I don't think another rally this Saturday is going to be it. Rallies don't do nothing, in my opinion. The other convoys coming. I'll check Zelle and other options. Again, if you guys would like to donate, go to the links that are pinned at the top of Facebook and at the top of YouTube, or go to onamericanstreets.com/donate. What was I saying? Let me check my Zelles and stuff. Someone said they did Zelle. Let me check that. Tracy, thank you for the Venmo. Keep preaching, BCP. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. let me see. Let me look at my Zelle. Eva Marie, is that right? Eva Marie, thank you. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. Thank you for the Zelle. Anywho, so appreciate that. So what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Y'all have me on a roll. Oh, the names and showing up. The things that Jesus said to people. You know? The things that Jesus said to people. Sometimes when Jesus says some things or things are said, they are true. Sometimes they're not. If they're true, and if it's going to bother you the way it does, it could be truth. And if it's truth, just go to Jesus and deal with it. If it's truth, there could be some truth to it. I've been called things in my life that that might be true. Check it out. Other than that, who cares? If it ain't true about you, it's not. If it ain't true about you, it's probably not going to affect you. And even if it is true about you, you still should have some sort of self-control. Say, okay, whatever, and then examine yourself. Maybe look at some of the things. If we can't examine our own selves, there's some issues. You know, and again, we have to show up. And I'm surprised Santa hasn't talked about fear. Maybe I need to ask him if he will talk about fear a little bit, because fear is actually what's keeping us down. Fear is actually what's keeping us down in our culture in America. But then again, here's a piece of it. We're going to have we're going to have fear if we don't have Christ. We're going to have fear if we don't have Christ. If you don't have Christ, you're going to have fear of the government. You're going to have fear of losing my job. I'm going to have fear of this. I'm going to have fear of that. Why do we hold on to these things? I don't have a 401k no more. I don't have retirement no more. I don't have that no more. But my passion is to do this. If God chooses to bless me or give me favor in this, then all glory goes to him. It's not because of me. And I said this the other day, we have to return and start using the gifts and talents that God has given us to make our own stuff and stop going to all these corporations and all these businesses and working that take up our time. Yeah, this takes up my time, but I know it's for America. I know it's for my children. I know it's for my family. So there is some sacrifice there. And at the same time, I'm able to share and preach, able to talk to people about Jesus. I'm able to listen. I've had like so many different confirmations from different people about what God's been placing in my heart, in my mind, and things that I need to do and reevaluate in my life over this time of being gone. So I get the chance to hear that. I get the chance to allow God to use other people to speak to me. I wouldn't be doing that if I was saying, well, I held on to my job because I had to get the thing, because I have a family, because I have this. I would have been there working. But I had to trust God, and okay, well, and I got to trust him more. And when I go back from here, I got to trust him more. You know, my life isn't like 100% peachy, you guys. My life is not 100% peachy. You know, I've done some foul things in my life. You know, just to be real, I've done some foul things in my life. You know, a lot of things I've had to learn on my own. Kind of, you know, one of those type of things where you have to learn and grow and figure out things on your own, and then you have issues of your own self that you have to work about. Everybody has issues. That's why the Bible talks about everybody has to be born again. I'm not talking about just, I believe the whole God, family, and patriot thing. That is the biggest baloney pile of crap I've ever heard. God, family, and patriot, because most people don't even believe in God to the extent or to the full capacity that they should. Most people just believe in God. Most people haven't repented. Most people haven't repented. Most people haven't been born again. Most people believe in God. It's two different things. It's actually three different things. You know, most people haven't repented. They haven't repented and turned away from certain things, or they're not actively trying to turn away from certain things, or trying to look at things in their lives that they need to change, or stumbling blocks, or weaknesses, or strongholds, or things like that. They don't do that. I believe in God, and they continue on their path, and I believe in God. I believe in God. I believe in God. Whatever. So there's things that I still have to go through and work out, because the Bible, Jesus talks about working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Work out your own salvation. I got to work this stuff out. I got to submit. I got to yield to God. I got to try, work. Continue to ask God for that gift of faith and believing. Faith, that I'm telling you, faith is a whole nother beast. Faith is a whole nother gift. It's a whole nother, faith is a whole nother gift. And it's harder for some than it is others. It's harder for some than others. So I don't know where I was going with that really, but part of where I was going with that has to do with all this. It has to do with, we can't say, and that's one thing I am completely respecting and admiring about Santa. And I know some people are upset about it. I saw some things on the 76 movement page that people don't want it to be a faith-based movement. Keep in mind, our country, America, that you live in, was founded on men of God. The black robe, those were pastors, those were men of God that were willing to stand up and physically fight against evil, against stuff that was taking place here on our soil. The black robe, they were pastors, but now pastors nowadays want to pray. We don't want to get violent, you guys. We just don't want to get violent. We got to turn the other cheek. Violent is the last thing. Maybe it is, and maybe again, maybe we're not even there. Maybe we're not even ready for violence. And I'm not saying we need to promote it, but at least a peaceful protest. We're not even ready. I mean, it's funny because we don't want to get to violence, yet we don't even want to take the first steps first and do a peacefully assembly of a strong movement of a protest or assembly. We don't want to get 300 million or 3 million men in DC as a civil disturbance, a true peaceful protest. We can't do that. They might arrest us. The police might spray us with pepper spray like they did Martin Luther King. They beat them. They might do that. We're not willing to do that. We're not willing to march across the country from, like Martin Luther King did in a peaceful protest. But wait, we don't want to get to the point where we'll have to fight. We don't want to get, well, you won't get to that point because you won't even do this first step first. You won't even do the first step first, which is a peaceful assembly of 3 million people in DC. You won't even do that. Of course you won't fight the government. Now, I'm not saying we should. So, I mean, that's, the whole, wait till they come to my house and take my guns and do this, blah, blah, blah. It's stupid talk because guess what? We can't even get 3 million people to stand up peacefully in a protest, assembly, a civil disturbance. You can't even get 3 million people. I keep saying 300 million. I wonder if that's a sign. Can't even get 3 million people to stand up peacefully. Can't even get that. So you think that anybody's going to be willing to stand and physically fight against the government? Nah, that will never happen. Yes, Linda, if they do get to your doorstep, it's too late. Way too late. Way too late. In order to get this country back, and I do believe in Santa saying that, it has to be a God movement. It completely does. It has to be a God movement. And in order to make a God movement, you got to have men of God in the movement, leading the movement, right? You have to have people, you have to have men of God who have a repentant and contrite heart. That's what you have to have. You can't have lip service, I believe in God and whatever. If you're not convicted by your sin, if you're not hurt when and if you do sin, there's something wrong. There's something wrong, especially if you're saying that you believe in God. If you're not convicted on your own, when you fall, when you fail, when you sin before the Lord, and you're saying you love God, there is something wrong. That's just real talk. There's a lot of people, even in the convoy, in the past convoy, and probably even now, that say they believe in God. No time spent in prayer, no time reading, no time studying the Word, no time listening to pastors or sermons, no time spent of seeds of preachers being dropped into them, of fruit growing. But I believe in God. And again, I'm not saying I have it all together. I'm not saying that, you guys. I just got through admitting and telling you guys that, there's things I got to work on. There's some serious things I got to work on. I've had gross sin in my life, you guys. Just to be honest, I've had gross sin in my life. There's things I have to look at from my past, from being an adult, things I've allowed to come into my life, things that I've never been able to resist or flee from or turn from. That's part of that confession. That's part of that accountability. That's part of being an alpha. That's part of admitting things. That's part of saying, these things I've done wrong. I've done some heinous, gross things in my life. Just being real, And those are those type of things that you have to ask God. You have to seek. Even like I was telling you guys a little bit ago, on my way here, people who have dropped things into me that's been on my heart for a long time, and then I have 3 different people, 3 different times, 3 different states say these type of things to me. I'm like, okay, I got to do this. This is obviously confirmation. This is something I have to do because it was already there. To be honest with you guys, I got to do a real serious fast. I got to do like a Daniel fast. I have to. It's been on my heart for a long time. I've been wanting to do it, and guess what? The reason why I even have to do it more because I'm scared to do it. Not scared, but I'm talking about like a 21 to 40 day fast. I have to do that, and I know it. But my flesh is like, nope, you can't win. Oh, I got this. I got to work out. I got this to do. I got to continue to do this. I got to be. But I'm like, I gotta do it. At some point. Not even at some point. Like almost immediately. It's been on me for a long time. A real fast. I'm talking about just water. Just a water fast. Nowadays people want to stay away from the TV for 12 hours. I'm talking about a real fast. Because it's men of God. It's not the world. It's men of God that God's going to use to take back this country or return it to a moral society, if he wants to actually return it to a moral society. I have my opinions and thoughts on that based off scripture, based off what I see. I don't think it's personally going to get better. We've talked about that. I've talked about that on my shows. But there has to be men of God that leads a movement like what Santa is wanting to lead. It can't be lukewarm. It can't be men or women on the fence. Sorry, I'm moving my thing around. But I just wanted to come on here and be honest why I'm personally, I guess that's what this episode was about, was more about the streaming and why I'm not wanting to stream all day or be here out. Just there's not much going on. There isn't much going on. Jeff, thank you for the PayPal. I got it. Jeff kept reminding me over on Facebook, check your PayPal. I checked it. Thank you very much. God bless you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for that blessing. While I'm here, let me see if there's anybody else. That was it. But yeah, I just want to really be honest with you guys and show you that, you know, I'm not going to stream every day, and right now at this time there's not really a lot of people showing up. What you guys just saw come in was already people that were here. So there's about three semi trucks, fire truck. I'm being honest, right? Being honest. So that's why I'm deciding, and I chose really not kind of like to stream today. But not only that, but also the allergies that don't help. But I just don't really want to stream. You know, come Saturday I'll stream. No, I want to do a longer fast than a weekend. I've done weekend fast. I want to. There was something I heard along the way that I've never done in my life, and it was like, wow, that makes sense. It was a pastor who spoke to me about a fast, and I was like, dang, I've never heard that before, and it actually made sense. On the way back here, I forgot what church we were at or where we stopped at, but somebody spoke to me or was talking about a fast on their own, which again was something already going on in me. I was already dealing with wanting to fast, and then I've had 3 different things, and then on top of those 3 different things, I've had 3 other sort of words in regards to some things in my life, and I was just like, wow, powerful. But one of the things that was said to me was, David says, if you want to put the charge out, oh boy, here we go, I'm being challenged, you guys, live right here. I will join, and let's do a 21 or 40 day fast and have a man from each state, because this is deep, each state join in fasting. Woo, that'd be hot. That'd be hot. But I just don't know who would step up. We can get a man from each state to do something like that, a 40 day fast or 21 day fast. That'd be huge. That'd be big. I'm up for it. But here's one thing I heard, and this stuck with me. And I've done fast before, and I'm not bragging. My longest day fast of just water was 7 days. But see, I've always done a fast of. My fasts have always been to get me right with God. Like, I want to get right. God, draw me closer to you. And probably a lot of people have done fasts more like that. More along the way of, okay, if I do this fast, it's to purge me, it's to cleanse me, it's to get me right with God, closer to God. Someone recently told me on this journey from leaving back Portland back in the beginning of May, that before you fast, you should get right with God. So before you fast, that's when you want to have your right standing in relationship with God, then you fast. And I was thinking about that, I'm like, dang, it makes sense, because if you think about the 40 days where Jesus fasted, he was being tempted. So if he was being tempted in his weakest part, his weakest time, because that was his weakest time when he was being tempted, if he was being tempted in his weakest time, in his weakest flesh, that means he had to already been prepared in order to fast, in order to go through that. Because if you're fasting for that, and if you're not already prepared, more than likely you're probably going to stumble or fail at that fasting. Your enemy's probably going to get a hold of you, use something to trigger you, anger you, piss you off, make you feel good in some sort of way that you could fall and stumble or whatever. So it made a lot of sense to me that prepare yourself for a fast instead of going into a fast wanting to get better. I thought that was powerful when I heard that, because I'd never heard it before, and I was like, I like that, because most of the time, like I said, it's mostly time people are trying to fast to get closer to God instead of the other way around. So anyway, David says on Facebook, yes, you want to be right with the Almighty before a fast, because you will come under attack during a fast. Yes. And I've noticed that in my life before too, when I have fasted, even a couple day fast or a 7-day fast, that things come up and you fall into your flesh in one way or another, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, I'm fasting, it's expected, and you kind of brush it off. Even my wife and I, she did a fast once, and she probably done it more than once, but there's once that I didn't really know of, and there was some things that came out during her fast, and I was like, oh, you're not supposed to do that when you're fasting. You're not supposed to be getting angry. And I didn't think about that. I'm like, okay, well, you're being tempted, and don't, because again, I was thinking, I've always thought of fast of going into fast or doing fast in order to get closer to God. So if that's my mindset, then in my mindset, I'd be failing if I fall during a fast, right? Because here I'm supposed to be getting this relationship closer to God, and then I fall during this time of fasting. I'm like, dang, it defeats the purpose. So when I heard this new revelation that came to me about being prepared before going into fasting, it was like, oh, it makes sense. I like eating honey. I never heard of honey actually helping. That's crazy. I've never heard of honey actually helping me. David Ireland, email me, please. And I'd like to do that. Like I said, I need to do that. So email me. Check into natural remedies. I see you as not wanting synthetic products. Yes. Alright. So I don't know what the plan is. Let me see. I don't think I have anything started yet. I wasn't trying to preach, you guys. Like I said, my main thing was to talk about why I'm not really streaming during the day. If there's stuff to report on, if there's news, because I can come on later and give you a briefing. I can tell you what took place. Obviously, you saw one convoy of the bigger convoy, because they split it in two today. You saw them come in. Yes, I did say that. For David over on Facebook to email me. He's talking about doing a fast. Yeah. So that's all. It's just really not much to report right now. And again, I don't want to continue to give the left ammo. Again, I don't care if they talk about me. I don't care about all that. The left, what they say about me. Oh, you're a bigot, misogynist, man-hater, man over woman type of stuff. Yeah, all that. I'm fine with the left saying whatever they want to say. I don't care. Even if they slander I don't care about people's... And to be honest with you guys, I don't care about people slandering my name. You know Jesus' name was slandered? Did you guys know that Jesus, the most perfect human being, his name was slandered? I'm not sure if you realize that. A flawless man, a man who died for our sins, a man who said, here, I'll give you this free gift if you come to me, if you follow me. Free gift of salvation. He was slandered. He was slandered like crazy. So what makes you think that your name is any better? What makes me think that my name is any better than his? I don't care. You call me this, you say that, Yeah, some of it could be true, some may not be true. I'll work it out, work through it. That's not my name, my color isn't what makes me. That's not what makes me. I could change my name. I could go to the courthouse and change my name. It's not what makes me. My name does not make me whatsoever. They slandered Jesus' name, and he was perfect. Oh, how dare someone talk about me? All right, like I said a little bit ago, if you're that weak, it shows that how weak you are. I don't want people talking about me. That's my name. Okay. They can say whatever they want to say. Be transparent. If you're transparent, confess things, share your weaknesses, your struggles. So that's what, see, we have to be strong like that, especially if we want to claim this whole God, family, and country, and we're patriots and we're here to stand up for our country. We have to be strong, you guys. We can't be weak. We can't be weak. I don't care about them coming to your house. I wish they would come to my house and take my guns. That don't mean you're hard. That don't mean you're alpha. That don't mean you're strong. Tina over on Twitch. Yes, my main YouTube is down for 2 weeks. My backup YouTube is TheBCPreacher. One word. So I have 2 YouTube channels, you guys. 2 YouTube channels. One is the Black Conservative Preacher, which is my main one, and I say main by it has more subscribers on it. My backup YouTube channel is the BC Preacher, all one word. The backup YouTube channel, the BC Preacher, that tag, that name, the BC Preacher, all one word, is also on every single platform. It's on Facebook, it's on Rumble, it's Twitter, it's Twitch, Getter, Instagram, Telegram. The BC Preacher is universal across every platform. So, no, it's not a reefer trailer. We don't have a refrigerator truck yet. So, you're welcome, Tina. We don't have a refrigerator truck yet. I think they got one on the way coming Tuesday. But again, kind of like what I'm saying, how long are people going to be able to hold out? It'd be awesome if he says something this coming week about, hey, if y'all stay around, if we have 1,000 people, if y'all stay around, we're going to do this on Monday or Tuesday. That'd be amazing. So, I think we're going to do some fireworks tonight, so that'll be fun. So, we'll put these in the car. It might melt right now. Thank you guys for the donations, though, and continuing to help me stay out here. If you guys would like to help, obviously, on americanstreets.com/donate, or go get some gear. We still have the People's Convoy gear on there. Vintage at this point, right? Vintage at this point. On americanstreets.com/donate. Or you can go to the links that are at the top in Facebook and YouTube. They're pinned there. You can click on one of those and help. What is this about? Someone said to go to, who was that, Jade or something? Jade Jacobs, check your Venmo. I think I did, Jade. I thought I shout you out. Let me double check again. Or did it come through? Let me see if it came through. I didn't see nothing from Jade. Venmo. Nothing there, Jade. So, am I still crying? I feel like I keep crying this whole time on this feed. All right, got it, Jade. Thank you. Get some coffee and Benadryl. All right, appreciate it. I'll get me hot chocolate. I don't drink coffee, but I'll get something. Thank you very much. I think I'm gonna grab something food, you guys. I'm hearing my mods say that a lot of YouTube chat is going to fast and pray on the 28th. What's the 28th? Is that Saturday? That's dope. Good. I'm not sick, you guys. It's just allergies. I'm not sick. That's good if you guys want to fast. Is it a water fast? Just ask me. I won't. Hey, if you guys are rookies, if you're new, I won't say nothing if you guys do some sort of other kind of fast. I won't. That's not for me. That's between you and God. I'm just saying, for me personally, like I like the water fast, the Daniel kind of fast. So I'm gonna go eat. Right? I'm gonna go eat. I'll try to see if they have some honey, and I'll just, I'll do that. Is that fair enough? I think I'm gonna stop back by the hotel room and grab some of my spray, go up my nose. So looks like a lot of people are gonna do a water fast on the 28th. That's awesome, you guys. Like seriously, that is awesome. Where's Bear Mama? Where's Mama Bear? Mitchell, is Mama Bear? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get ready to sign off. Go grab some food. Go grab some din din. I'll turn this around while I'm moving the camera all around. Come back, and if Santa's having a meeting, I will do. I'll probably stream the meeting. Probably stream the fireworks for you guys as well. That looks like we'll be doing later. So with that, you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you later. God bless. Well, not a good night, but I'll talk to you later.